Surface area is the same thing as if you cut up a shape and flatten it out. What is the net that is needed to make that shape? So if you had a box that you're wrapping up, what's the wrapping paper required to be able to wrap it up exactly to have every corner covered? So it's really important that you think about the whole object in this situation. So remember, you've got a rectangular prism. 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. So the first one is AB. So 2AB, there's A and B. So it's talking about the top. Now each one's got a 2 there because it's the top and the bottom. 2BC is this side. But remember, there's 2 sides as well. So that's why it's doubled. It's including the whole shape. Next one is a cylinder. 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And we'll talk about that one shortly. And a sphere, 4 pi r squared. Really important to remember that if you put 2 shapes together, that you might not have to include the top. So if you put 2 boxes together, you wouldn't include the top of one box and the bottom of the other. So think about when you're constructing them, what is the actual exposed surface area? What's the question really asking you? Be aware of that. The cylinder is a good one. So it's 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Now, if you have a look at our cylinder here, you can see that we've got 2 shapes. So we've got the first part, which is the wrapping around the outside, which is where we get 2 pi rh. So that's all around the outside. The 2 pi r squared comes from the top and the bottom. So the top, if you remember pi r squared, well, that's the area of the circle. Whoops. So you've got the area of the circle on top, up here, and also under the bottom. So again, if you put 2 shapes together, if we put a tank on the ground and you had to find the surface area, you'd only find 1 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh, because the other one's on the ground and doesn't need to be covered. What I'm getting at is think through the question. Don't just apply the formula. Think about what is the question asking me to find. Good luck.